Hello adventure runners from around the world. Everybody talks about GoPro Hero 7. Hyper smooth stabilization, gimbal killer, perfect vlogging camera, and so on and so on. I will agree with most of these statements, but what about if you already have GoPro Hero 5? Do you really need to change it? In this video I'm gonna tell you what I think about it. Stay with me. Welcome back. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Pavlin and I'm a motorcycle traveler. In this channel I usually upload videos for anything related to long motorcycle trips, so you might considering subscribe. Anyway, let's go back to the question. How to choose what is better, GoPro Hero 7 or GoPro Hero 5? Well, if you have unlimited budget, I will advise buy them both, even 10 more. But if you plan to upgrade and the price is still a problem, watch this video until the end because it might help you to save some money. Because I'm a curious person like most of you guys, I actually bought GoPro Hero 7. I use it mostly for my walk around footage when I'm not on the bike. For the helmet camera I use Contour, but as you know Contour already bankrupt, so I had to switch to GoPro. And I switched to GoPro Hero 5 for my helmet camera, but with one specific reason, and I'm gonna talk about it a little bit later. And as I told you, I'm a very curious person. I wanted to know what is the difference between Hero 5 and Hero 7 as a helmet cap, and I made one very interesting experiment. For that purpose I record almost the same footage twice, once with Hero 5 and once with Hero 7. Let's see the video and then we're gonna talk again. Alright, to make a fair test I will start with walking like this, because here I think on this test exactly the Hero 7 will be better because it has hyper smooth stabilization, but let's see. And then I will start the bike, check the dashboard as usual, and ride it in the normal everyday riding conditions like traffic, city, roundabouts and all stuff like that. Both cameras will run on 1080, 30 frames per second, and the angle of view is going to be wide. As I said, guys, I am also very curious to see what the result will be. Traffic light, look around. As usual I will try to keep my head as steady as possible. What I do when I filming, I try not to move so much, even that sometimes I do it without even notice that, but usually I try to be as calm as possible. Let's see how it reacts on the direct sunlight, because this is what I read about Hero 7, that it's still the direct sunlight much better than Hero 5, but let's see. You might notice some difference in the picture quality, but yeah, it might be because I have a clouds now, and now I'm with Hero 5, but later when I change it with Hero 7 we might have some clouds on the sky, so you never know what will be. So I will try to keep it as fair as possible, but there are some things I cannot control. Alright, let's go what will be when I get on the highway. That's enough, I guess. Now I'm gonna switch the cameras. Right, now I have Hero 7. I will try to repeat exactly the same things. So I walk here, this shop, walk around, then went into the bike, check the dashboard, start the engine, roundabout. Direct sunlight. Okay, stop at the traffic light. Have a look around with as steady as possible head, like this. Direct sunlight. Exactly the same road. Now probably you're thinking like me, it's almost the same. Why the hell I have to spend extra $400 for something, a new camera, to provide almost the same results? Well, you don't have to, guys. It really depends on that what kind of videos you're going to record. And what I will play you now, it's another one video with both of these Hero 5 and Hero 7 side by side. And because I cannot mount both cameras on my helmet, there will be some differences, but in common, I hope you will get the idea. I will start with walking like this, because here I think on this test exactly the Hero 7 will be better because it has hyper smooth stabilization, but let's see. And then I will start the bike, check the dashboard as usual, and ride it in the normal roundabouts and all stuff like that. Both cameras will run on 1080, 30 frames per second, and the angle of view is going to be wide. As I said, guys, I am also very curious to see what the result will be. Traffic light, look around. As usual, I will try to keep my head as steady as possible. What I do when I filming, I try not to move so much, even that sometimes I do it without even notice that, but usually I try to be as calm as possible. Let's see how it reacts on the direct sunlight, because this is what I read about Hero 7, that it's still the direct sunlight much better than Hero 5, but let's see. Exactly the same road. If you're still not sure, don't even worry about it. You're not alone. I was exactly the same, checking the footage again and again, and I can clearly see that in some situations Hero 7 was way better, but in another, Hero 5 provides, for example, better and more natural colors. And keep in mind that both cameras are shooting on exactly the same automatic mode, 1080p, 30 frames per second in wide angle. Alright, until now I talk a lot and said nothing. Even confuse you more, exactly like Diplomat. But keep watching, because the important part is just about to come. What I'm gonna do now is put two cameras one next to another and play a short video, walk around video, to see how they perform when they're exactly on the same situation, exactly on the same position, exactly on the same colors, on exactly the same test. Alright, I will walk around and record this video, or maybe look around like this, see my shadow, hello, or walk in this direction. Let's see how they perform in front of the sun. And walk here, maybe pick up something from the ground, see my hand. Or maybe use as a vlogging camera, walk around, talks, looking on the cameras. It's hard to look exactly on the two visors, but I will look somewhere in the middle, like this. Let's see the sun like this. Maybe walk around here in the bush a little bit. Okay, I hope this is enough. Big difference, isn't it? It's became perfectly clear for me that GoPro Hero 7 is way better camera in the terms of stabilization because of this hyper smooth. But do you really need to upgrade it? I said it once and I'm gonna say it again. If you're a vlogger, if 99% of your videos are you talking on camera, yes, you need to upgrade because Hero 7 will be much better for you and your audience. It will provide you this professional footage, more pleasant to watch, and everything what you need. But if you're a rider, daily commuter, traveler, or even a racer and record 90% of the videos from your helmet, I will say just keep the Hero 5. I will also say that the perfect option will be probably to have both and use it for the specific purpose. For example, Hero 5 on your helmet and Hero 7 when you walk around. And probably now you can ask me the very logical question, why I don't use the same camera to record everything from my helmet and then from my walk around videos. Will be much more easier and simple when I need to edit the video files later. The answer is simple and complicated at the same time, and I will need more minutes to explain. If you already had enough from me, I will perfectly understand, but if you're a curious person like me and you want to have a solution for this problem, keep watching. To be able to record the whole trip with one camera, what I need to do every time when I stop, I need to remove the GoPro from my helmet and use one of my tripods like this. Plug the new microphone and I'm ready to go walk around and record everything, and it will be even easier from editing point of view because I will have the same number of video clips, so it will be easier to edit it later. And thanks to this Ulanzi case where the adapter is already in, what I need just to plug the mic and go, it looks like very easy job. But why I don't use it, why I prefer to have one camera on my helmet and one on my walk around videos? The main reason for me to use Hero 5 instead of Hero 7 is the quick start option, which basically allowed me to press only one button, this one on the top, without pressing the standby button. I can press only this once, and after 2 seconds the camera will be on and it will start recording. When I press it again, it will off the camera and save the file. And because of the necessary downgrade of the software, I talked a lot about it in my last video, you can watch it here. So I'm not gonna wasting your time with this. If you want, go and watch it and you will find out why. In my trips, I really need this quick start option, otherwise I won't be able to record what I need. Options like a spare battery, like power bank on the rear side of the helmet, or remote controls are not what I need, because first of all, the remote control has its own batteries and they can drain, and the connection is via Bluetooth, which drains the battery even faster and not always reliable. Usually when you need it mostly, it doesn't work. I prefer to have something very simple, physical button, just press and go. Another but very important reason is because the GoPro still have some really annoying problems, like the camera overheat, stuck, freeze and show no battery when it's fully charged, and for that purpose you need to remove the battery, put it again and it will start. Not a big deal, but you might miss some really important footage when you have it on your helmet. Can you imagine that you have the perfect shot and you press the button and the camera doesn't work? And I'm not saying that the Hero 5 is perfect, but it is way better. I have the Hero 5 from, I don't know, 3-4 years. It's almost never stuck. It happens maybe 2 or 3 times. With Hero 7 it happens almost every day. That's why, guys, I decided to use Hero 5 for my helmet camera and GoPro Hero 7 for walk around, because this option also gives me some flexibility. In the case one of the cameras break down, I can always switch and continue recording until the end of the trip. I hope this will answer the questions you might have. As usual, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, check also my Instagram account, and see you next time. Ciao.